It's time for the MMA-Holes!
From the Jump Back Studios of Arizona, we're live with the MMA-Holes.
Wonderful.
Welcome to the MMA-Holes. How's everyone doing in the chat? Hopefully you're wonderful.
Wonderful.
We have a fantastic show planned for you as we are recapping a little bit of what happened on Saturday. Robert Whittaker ran through his opponent, Ikram Aliskerov, and we are in UFC 303 fight week, so we'll talk a little bit about that as well. Conor McGregor in the news again, and Khabib Nurmagomedov tied to terrorist. Got to be very careful about that. Everyone hit the like button. Let's give a shout out to mybookie.ag. The promo code is MMAHOLES for a 10% match on your first deposit. Going over to mybookie.ag and win big. Shout out to MyBookie. They're the best. They support us. They've helped us out with the website, and they are wonderful. So make sure you use that code MMAHOLES. And Dubby, link in the description down below, or you just go to Dubby's website, use the 10% code MMAHOLES for the discount at Dubby and ESPN Plus if you're going to watch the pay-per-view this weekend, and you're going to do it in the most legal of ways. We'll use our link in the description down below. Right under this video, we have a link to ESPN Plus, and we get a kickback for that. All right, guys. You guys want to talk more Conor? The amount of messages I get, oh my God, enough with the Conor shit. Well, hopefully this is it for now until we actually have a return date and an opponent and all that stuff. Hopefully we can just kind of squash it here. Nah, probably not. But anyway, he is in the news. He jumped into the Bellator cage on Saturday night, simultaneous to the event that was going on in the UFC. It's weird. It's bizarre that the UFC is moving forward and they're having UFC 303 this weekend, a complete different card that we had planned for. And then Conor McGregor shows up in his wife beater and not even cutting a promo, but making excuses for his injury. I get it, man. I get why people are sick of Conor. I get it because it's getting crazy, but I got to say, it's like a car crash. I just can't look away from it. A train wreck. I keep on looking back like, what's up with this guy? Is he back on the drugs again? Like, what's happening over here? He's just prancing around the Bellator cage. They're in Ireland. There's a UFC event going on. He's in the Bellator cage talking about his UFC injury. And anyway, how's everyone doing in the chat? We'll play some of those clips of Conor at Bellator, some of the weird, strange interviews that came from those clips. I mean, it's just weird. And the Khabib thing is very strange too, as a I guess teammate, you could say, was involved in a bunch of horrible acts in Dagestan. I don't know, it's nuts. Conor versus Ryan Garcia, the Pole versus Tyson Comain. I mean, it seems like they're on a crash course for each other, right? Ryan Garcia is another one. It's like, yeah, I was trolling everyone, and then he's still acting like a lunatic, and now he's suspended for a couple of years in boxing. Conor doing the John Jones thing. Yeah, I mean, this is nuts, man. It really is. I got to be honest with you, like, I have to wonder, like, he was trolling with the Twitter post, which I found very funny. Did anyone hear this? The Huck Tuah. Conor put a post out after the interviews in Bellator. I guess he went home and decided to look for the Huck Tuah girl. I had no idea who this girl was, but apparently she went viral, and it's actually pretty hilarious. This girl is talking about how you spit on a penis, and she was bragging about it. So we got a new soundbite out of it. Anyway, all right, here, let's listen to this shit. Make sure you spit on it, boys.
look, we just adjust. Everything is moving parts, you know. So I'm good. The injury is a nuisance. It's painful. I'm not gonna lie. It's very, very painful. Probably even more painful than the leg, and that's the.
I'm telling you, I feel like I'm going mad. Hence the thumbnail over here. I feel like this is. I feel like I'm on drugs. Listening to all this craziness from Conor, the weird story with the Khabib situation. I'm still trying to wrap my head around the 303 card that's happening this weekend, which should have some pretty fun fights. The main event, very, very interesting, that rematch. But I just feel like I'm in the twilight zone. This dude just said that his injury, the toe injury, is worse than him splitting his leg in half? More painful? What the?
It's a nuisance. It's painful. I'm not going to lie. It's very, very painful. Probably even more painful than the leg, and that's the truth. And I tell you why, because the leg at least.
Look at this guy keeping a straight face. I mean, how is he not laughing? Like, for real. How is this guy? And shout out to Severe MMA. Because what a severe interview that's happening over here. How is he not laughing? Like, what? He's probably like, holy shit, I'm talking to Conor McGregor and a wife beater. He's supposed to be fighting this weekend. Maybe that's what's going through his mind, or maybe he's on cocaine too. But the shit that's coming out of his mouth, how's this guy? I mean, this guy's a true professional.
Painful. I'm not going to lie. It's very, very painful. Probably even more painful than the leg, and that's the truth. And I tell you why.
Listen, I've stubbed my toe to the point where I've gone to the doctor. It says, wow, this is very painful. I get it, man. You stub your toe. You ever walk into the bedroom, the corner of the bed, and you slam that toe? The pinky toe especially. For some reason, it always finds the corner of the bed. To the point where your foot is like a balloon. It's all black and blue on the corner, and you're like, oh, I definitely broke something there. It is an excruciating pain. But to pull... to say this injury is worse than splitting his leg in half. It's like, just shut up, dude. Like, come on, cut it out. Cut out the nonsense, man. Like, it's just you're just sounding more and more ridiculous. Now, if this is a master troll job and he's just trying to stay relevant, and this is not a troll job here. Like, he trolled later on with the he trolled with that, but I can't. I saw him act in Roadhouse. He's not the best actor in the world. So there's no possible way that this is a troll job here. He's coked up, for sure.
Very, very painful. Probably even more painful than the leg, and that's the truth. And I tell you why, because the leg at least was wrapped up. I couldn't access it. The foot is just there still. Do you get me? It's like it's exposed or something. So it's a bit painful, but it comes with the fucking territory. I need to just dial it in,
Okay, so he's explaining, the injury. He's got to dial it in. Here's a little bit more from that interview. And this is Severe MMA. Go check them out. Go give them a follow. You can't make this shit up. By the way, I do have Game 7 on in the background. Oilers versus Panthers. What a series, man. What a series. The Oilers trying to complete the upset, but they're down by one goal in the third period. So, I mean, if you're not a hockey fan, this is what you got to watch. So put it on in the background and let me know what you think.
So the recovery, what happens next? Do they create a date for you? What do you want next? When do you want to be out?
I'm hoping so. I'm as soon as,
Ideally when?
August, September, August.
Yeah.
September.
The Sphere. I didn't want to fight International Fight Week anyway. I wanted to go back to the bottle. We'll do some cocaine in the bathroom, a couple of whales. So the toe is what's going to hold me back so I could headline the Sphere. That's exactly, August, September. Just so happens to be around Sphere time.
September, I'd love. It's, you know the way it is. I'm in recovery mode. It's 3 weeks to the day. It happened 3 weeks ago today, and I'm still here rocking around in the slippers. So
Bro's walking around. He doesn't even have like a cast on or anything. He's got slippers on. Gotta keep the toe loose. Gotta make sure that, I mean, if you're walking around in slippers, that's not really much protection. Like, you still could stub that thing. Someone can step on it. It can't possibly be that bad if you're running around in slippers.
They're not bad slippers now, thankfully. And they're cozy enough, but I can't get into a shoe yet.
Well, you don't need to get in a shoe to fight. You're fighting barefoot.
So, they put I've done everything they asked. They put stem cell into my foot. They took it from the back. They put it in my foot.
Everything he says is so dramatic. They fucking dug into my back. It took a baby out of my back somehow, and stem cells appeared. And then they shot the baby back stem cells into my foot.
50 milligrams of stem cell out my own back from the bone marrow in, and I was like right into the break.
So the
Okay. To be continued. Here's some more.
last question: would you like it to be against Michael Chandler still? Do you expect it to be against Chandler?
I would, but I don't. You know, I would. Because,
No, he doesn't. He doesn't want it to be Michael Chandler. He dragged him along, and he's like, nah, this is, if I'm going to do the Sphere, I don't want Michael Chandler to be my dance partner.
I would hope so. I would see so. But
Nah, I'd rather fight for the belt.
You know, again, I'm on the journey. I'm on my path.
Maybe I could fight one of those terrorists for the belt.
To get this right for my team and my fans, we deserve this, and I'm going to fucking bring it home for us, and that's it.
Appreciate it. Last question:
Did anyone understand what he said? Okay, here's more Conor McGregor.
But me fucking
Coke to the gills.
But me fucking toe is sore, mate, and I don't know whether the stem cell into the break was the right move because
Look at the dude's face. This dude looks like he looks like that actor that was in Piranha 3D. I forgot that guy's name. He's got that weird ass nose, but look at like the goofy look on his face. He's like, yeah, stem cells, toes, yeah. I look like a goddamn ferret. The hell's going on here?
But me fucking toe is sore, mate, and I don't know whether the stem cell into the break was the right move because now it's like I have fucking, you know the way the chicks put in filler in their face and all, they have a little thing. My fucking baby toe looks like that.
So chicks put filler in their face. Well, not just chicks put filler in their face. There's some MMA YouTubers that do that as well, but you know,
Wonderful.
You know, it's not just chicks.
Because now it's like I have fucking, you know the way the chicks put in filler in their face and all, they have a little thing. My fucking baby toe looks like that. I don't think it's the swelling anymore. I think it's just the flu. I just think it's the stem cell in my toe. But me.
Okay, so he thinks the stem cell in his toe is what did it. Now let me know in the chat. What do you think? Do you think the stem cell in his toe is the reason why he's not able to compete? I mean, he's in tremendous pain. You know, some MMA YouTubers, they put this shit in their face to make themselves look younger. He put that in his toe. Chat, what do you think? Help me out here. What if Chandler stomped that toe in the fight? Shit's gotta hurt. I wouldn't fight either. So let me say Kainotto. Let me say this. And I've said this before as well, before Joe Rogan was saying it. I understand why he pulled. Am I happy that he pulled? No. But if you had more money than God and you really did, you had 2 fights left in your contract, you already won 2 belts, you did what you said you were going to do, you're just coming off a snapping of the leg injury, you've never pulled out before, and you have any sort of injury going into this fight, you're not going to suck it up. You've been there, done that. You've created this persona and this entity that you are that you don't need to fight. He really does not need to fight. So if he is going to make the walk, whether it's a stub toe, an ingrown toe, ingrown hair, or whatever the fuck, you know, he's going to pull out. That's just how it is. And I don't blame him. Why should he force himself into a fight, even if he has, I don't know, if he has a cold? Like, why should he make the walk to the cage? He should become 100% healthy going into this fight, because if he isn't, there's going to be a gazillion excuses. He's going to look even more like a retard, right? So, I mean, pull out. The only thing I don't understand is this tour that he's on in explaining. All right, you're out of the fight. We've moved on. We're going into Pereira versus Prohaska, the rematch. There's a whole new card. When you fight again, you fight again if you fight again, right? That's how we're going to work with this. But for some reason, he needs to stay in the spotlight, and he needs to just constantly make excuses and constantly ramble in interviews. And this is not the Conor from before. This is the whole different guy. This is a circus. That's what it is. And I still don't quite hate it. Listen, I want the dude to fight, but it is hilarious watching this guy either coked up or drunk, rambling into a mic, not even realizing the shit that's coming out of his mouth. It's actually funny to watch for some reason. I don't know why. I get a kick out of this shit. And then he caps off the night with this on X. He just hucked to it. Anyway, let me get your final thoughts on Conor. We're going to move on to the other stories. That's all I have to say about that. Chael was right. He's a little rich weirdo. I mean, he is. But let's be serious. Who wouldn't be? If you had Lamborghini yachts, if you had your own alcohol company, if you won 2 titles, if you walk out of your house and you have people following you like you're the Beatles, It's going to get to your fucking head. It's not normal. And if you say, nah, bro, I'd be a completely level-headed human being. No, you wouldn't. What Conor McGregor is doing, his celebrity status is not fucking normal. It's not. On top of the fact that he probably has CTE as well. You know, it's just not normal. And a lot of fucking men out there would be doing the same fucking thing, especially if you had a woman that is okay with you fucking do whatever the hell you want. Like, he has a fiance that he's, I guess, never going to marry. He can run around and fuck whoever the hell he wants. He could jump on whatever boats he wants. He can go to any club that he wants and party and harpoon whales, do whatever the hell drugs he wants. The world is literally his playground. We probably all would do the same shit, you know? So that's why I can't go all righteous and be like, oh my God, this guy is... When we put that short out of him in the nightclub, there are a lot of people out there righteously just casting stones at this. I look at him and I'm like, well, this is fucking hilarious. First of all, that is his fiance that he's tonguing down at the club. A lot of people are like, I can't believe this. What would his wife think? Well, that kind of is his wife. I mean, it's just weird. Everyone's just casting stones. I think it's hysterical. He's kind of like a clown now. You know, until he fights again, until he wins another fight, all he is here is for our amusement. So let's just enjoy it. Let's enjoy the clown show that is Conor McGregor. That's how I look at it right now. Do I want to see him fight? Sure. If he goes away, I'm fine with that as well. Like, I couldn't give two fucks, but we'll see what happens with the Conor McGregor saga. It's never going to go away because when his contract's up with the UFC, if they can't work anything out, he'll be in BKFC, he'll be boxing, he'll be doing something else. He'll be running around doing something else. He's not leaving the spotlight of combat, that's for sure. Casting stones. Bro, stones flying left and right. Moss, my 400-pound girlfriend has super hot pinky toes. I have never pulled out. All right, let's go. I mean, it could be worse. He could be training terrorists, right? He could be. I mean, listen. So what? He goes out, cheats on his fiance. Maybe it's a deal. I don't know. Does drugs. Imagine if he was out there training terrorists. Oh, wait. That's a great segue. Let's go to the next story. So a story drops, and this is kind of a messed up one over here. And let me just say this. I've always defended Islam Makhachev, and I'm still a fan of Islam Makhachev, who is part of this team. So I gotta be careful now. I don't know who the hell I'm rooting for these days. But check this out. MMA fighter training out of Khabib Nurmagomedov's gym, allegedly among those responsible for terror attacks in Dagestan. Now, if there's any truth to this story that has been unleashed today, clearly this guy has been part of it. 20 deaths. 20 deaths. Motherfuckers worried about Conor McGregor and cocaine and perhaps infidelity. But nah, you got this dude over here fucking killing 20 people. It's crazy, man. Craziness. I made a joke on X, Khabib, that whole saying that Khabib trains killers. Well, yeah, he does.
Wonderful.
Anyway, this guy over here, it's kind of a fucked up thing. According to reports, a member of Khabib Nurmagomedov Eagles MMA team Fight Club was one of the gunmen responsible for Sunday's terrorist attack in Dagestan, which is like, this is crazy, man. A month on from an attack that left 145 dead at concert hall in Moscow, a gunman launched an attack on police posts, churches, and synagogues in Dagestan, a predominantly Muslim republic in southern Russia. I mean, that sounds pretty fucking bad. These let's see. These responsible set fire to a synagogue after killing the police officers guarding it. The deaths, at least 15 officers reported, as well as the execution of a Russian Orthodox priest. The attack was coordinated to target the cities of Derbent, home to an ancient Jewish community, and on the Orthodox festival Pentecost. So if you scroll through over here, Khabib released a statement, and it's just like a black post. I guess this is to mourn, the death of people. And listen, let me just say this. I crack jokes, but let me just say this here. When it comes to Khabib Nurmagomedov, I still don't think that Khabib is a bad person. I honestly don't. But I mean, if you got people in your team that's gunning down, hundreds of people, innocent people. I mean, I'm sorry. I don't really have much, you guys are worried about Conor and cocaine. I don't know. Conor threw a dolly at a bus. That was pretty violent. But this guy fucking gunned down fucking priests and innocent people in the church. I mean, that sounds, a little more severe. I don't know. Also, let me just say this too. If you think about it, Khabib Nurmagomedov was also a part of that massive brawl that happened against Conor McGregor. He defeated Conor McGregor. He humiliated Conor McGregor. And then afterwards, swiftly goes feet first into a Dylan Dennis, which is, I guess, okay. I mean, but, starts a riot. You know what I'm saying? So, like, this is what I'm saying about casting stones. A lot of these righteous motherfuckers out there that are saying this and that about a specific athlete and then worship other athletes that are part of terrorist organizations is kind of crazy to me. But anyway, thank you, Freedom Guy. 4 months as a member. Appreciate that. Moss and family, get well soon. Thank you. I'm completely Rona-free. The other 3 are still, they're still positive. But thank you so much, Freedom Guy. Appreciate that. And by the way, if anyone wants to drop a donation, Bruce Buffer is in the chat. Watch out for Bruce Buffer. We have a link pinned in the live chat for the Streamlabs donations. If we get something nice, we will open up phone lines to you guys as well. But this is the post. Let's check the translation. So it's a black box. My condolences to all the relatives and friends of the victims. May Allah save us all from such a situation and grant us peaceful sky over our heads. Take care of yourselves and your loved ones, and let everyone look around themselves and around their children and whom they interact with and who is around them. Educating souls is more important than educating bodies. And then a Dagestan heart. So I don't know if that is a comment saying that basically, hey, maybe I got to keep my eyes peeled, and see who I let my team, I don't think Khabib purposely is training people to gun down a bunch of innocent people. I would imagine that's not the case. But yeah, he's right. Keep your eyes peeled, man, because you just don't know who you're associating with, who you're doing business with, who you let inside your family. And a team is your family. And to have a guy within your family do something as horrific as this, I think a different statement would have been a little bit better. Call me crazy. And this is the weird thing, too. You notice a lot of these fighters now are not going to be able to compete in the U.S. We noticed this with Khamzat Chimaev, and we've been like, wait, what's going on here? What did Khamzat really do? And now we're starting to realize there's a bigger picture here. And then you have this other gentleman, which I think he's not able to compete because of his site. I guess he wouldn't get sanctioned in a fight here, I guess. I don't know. Or it could be because of the background. I have no idea what it is. But this gentleman over here who fought this weekend, who's a prospect, he's not allowed to fight in the States. And Dana White says, oh, don't worry. We'll have him fight, someplace else outside of the country. Who knows? Who the hell knows anymore? It's really fucking sad. Anyway, they're buddies with Ramzan Kadyrov, says enough. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like, I don't want to get into a whole political thing about this, but like I said before, we cast stones at a lot of these athletes, and then we're like, well, maybe we're focusing on the wrong athlete, and the people that are the loudest are usually the ones that root for the bigger pieces of shit. So, I don't know. It's a weird world we live in. Very strange world. All right, so we move on from goofball Conor, and we spoke a bit about that situation with Khabib. And I want to know in the chat, what do you guys think about this? I mean, this is a pretty touchy subject because, like I said, I'm an actual pretty big fan of Islam Makhachev, who's part of the team. I think Islam is the pound-for-pound guy right now, honestly. Like, I know John Jones technically is, but is he fighting again? Like, what's going on with that guy? Islam is active. Islam is a lot of fun to watch. I like him as a person. He seems like a fucking cool dude. It's just a shame that he's associated with these fucking animals. Oilers need to put one of them net. Yeah, the Oilers got 10 minutes before they completely lose that Stanley Cup over to the Panthers. Like 10 American fighters went and visited the Chechen warlord too. Well, leave him over there if that's the case. Leave him over there. I mean, I don't know. It's weird. Who cares? Bud Light is a sponsor. Yeah, it's like, yeah. People are like, oh my God, could you believe Bud Light? The fucking gays and the trans? But shout out to the terrorists. Jones is not one of the best. He's a juice head turkey. Well, are you an Anderson Silva fan? He was a juice head turkey, one of the best. I still to this day think that GSP might have been on a little sauce back in the day. I think all of them, to be honest, have been on substances that would be flagged. You know, I think they all are. So I don't really heavily cast stones at John Jones either. The only thing I don't like about Bones is the fact that he beats the shit out of his fiance. I mean, that's a little sus, you know. Maybe hit and run pregnant women. That's where it's like, all right, all right. But fuck steroids. Who gives a shit? If they use it, they use it. The best coach is still in grade school. I think DC was on barbecue sauce. Yeah, probably, right? GSP was on poutine. Really think Mighty Mouse was? Listen, nothing's impossible. I don't know, man. I think Mighty Mouse is just a freak, to be honest. I think Mighty Mouse he's just that type of freak. But you never know. Like, I don't think anything is possible. I tell you what, when I found out that TJ Dillashaw was on the sauce, I had people that were throwing it out there and saying, they thought for sure he was on it before there was any speculation, before Cody Garbrandt said anything. I had a friend that did MMA YouTube back in the day, and he was convinced that TJ was on the sauce. And I was like, there's no way. But, anything is possible. And, Sean O'Malley popped. Didn't Sean O'Malley pop for the same shit Islam Makhachev popped? You know? The same shit of Ryan Garcia, I think O'Malley did. I don't even know. He was in Cuba. By the way, Yoel Romero, I did see Yoel Romero. It looks like he might be going over to BKFC. Anyway, last thoughts on this. I'm going to move on. There's really not much to say. It's a horrible situation. Give this guy, I don't know, hang this dude or something. I don't know. Like, what a horrible human being. And I got to be honest, I kind of wish Khabib put out a little bit better of a statement than that. That sounded very vague. It's like, bro, address it. Like, this is part of your fucking team. Like, address this. Not put a black box and say some cryptic ass weird shit. Like, I don't know, man. I just don't get it, but I guess it's a different culture thing, you know. Robbie Lawler, yeah, he was flirting with Feldman with his sideways mouth. Yeah, you all BKFC, they're flirting with each other. They all popped for Austrain. Jokes don't know she was pregnant at the time. Or Jones, you're saying? I jumped the fence and got the fuck out of there. Listen, if you do a hit and run like that, I've been involved in a hit and run on both ends where someone fled the scene. And when I was a kid, I fell asleep at the wheel when I was a young man. And my car smashed. I've told this story before, but my minivan hit a couple of cars. And then I kind of woke up. I was a real fucked up kid. I just said, no, let's just keep going. Everything was going to be fine. No one got seriously hurt, but it was still fucked up. And the people got my number. They got my license plate. They got the parents. They got my parents. So I was shamed, but they were nice people. It wasn't serious damage or anything like that. I just got reprimanded and I learned. But then I had a situation where I was in a car. A lady blew a stop sign and completely totaled my car, almost fucking killed me. And like an idiot, I got out of my mangled car and I chased them on foot. And she drove off, and then we had to find her house. Don't worry, it was revenge. It was revenge. That was for the time where I fucking hit the other cars. My car got completely destroyed. But that's a long story, that second one. Yeah, so I've been part of both sides. It's hilarious if Yoel gets knocked out in BKFC. Yoel Romero fighting in BKFC is probably, I don't know, it's probably not the best idea. Then again, you do have 45-year-old dudes in BKFC. You got guys pushing 50 in BKFC. They don't care. I didn't have as much to lose as Jones did. Yes, I did. What are you talking about? I didn't have. What the fuck kind of statement is that? I didn't have as much to lose as Jones. I'm a living person. We all have a lot to lose in life when you fucking hit people. You know what I'm saying? And, I learned from my mistakes, and then karma came back at me. Karma came back at Jones as well, you know. Karma hits everybody, no matter what. Whether you say something dopey in the chat or if you do something horrible in real life, you don't have as much to lose as Jones. Like, what kind of fucking retarded statement is that? What the fuck? What does that even mean? That's like such an obnoxious thing to say. You're a piece of shit. That guy's a world champion. He's got way more to lose than you. We all have. What are you talking about? I have 2 children. I got a home. I got a business that I run. I got people that rely on me. I'm living. I'm breathing. I don't know. The hell? Your life ain't worth shit. Crypto all the way. These fucking crypto people, man. Freedom guy.
I don't like terrorists. Brothers, dono train.
Let's
steam
go,
locomotive,
freedom guy.
Steam locomotive. Steam locomotive. Steam locomotive. Steam locomotive.
Thank you, freedom guy. Thank you for the $2. Appreciate
Wonderful.
For the wonderful donation. You the man, dog. You the man. You were a kid. He was a UFC champ. Sorry, but you're wrong. Oh my God, crypto. Are you fucking kidding me? I was a kid with my whole life in front of me. If I would have hit and run someone and actually hurt someone and fled the scene, thankfully no one got hurt. But if I did that, I have my whole life ahead of me. John Jones, when he did that, that's a grown-ass man. I was a fucking kid in college. What are you talking about? Like, I had my whole life ahead of me. Bro, you're retarded for guy comparing yourself to John. Bro, are you kidding me? This is what I hear right now. You on John Jones's cock. Holy fucking hell. Listen to this guy. Make sure you got enough spit on that cock. What are you talking about? What do you not, crypto? Do you not know I'm the king of the dragons? Do you not know I started MMA YouTube? If I were to got in trouble there would be no MMA-Holes. There would be no 8 years of the greatest channel on YouTube. What are you talking about? When John Jones rides off into the sunset and he's not fighting anymore, he's going to be fucking shooting things in the desert and training his dog how to attack people, doing cocaine, going to comedy clubs, blowing guys. I'm going to be doing the MMA-Holes deep into my elder years, keeping the greatest community in the world online. I had nothing to lose. Spit on it. Spit on that cock.
Super chat.
Show some respect.
Let's all take a moment to kiss Moose on the forehead.
Now, kiss me on the forehead. Thank you very much. Thank you, Casey. Appreciate the donation. Freedom guy, thank you so much. Here is Shara.
You've been called out by Bo Nickel. He's somebody who UFC is pushing forward. Are you interested with the fight against him?
This guy versus Bo Nickel. Bo will kill you. And I'm not even a Bo Nickel guy. I think Bo Nickel might be a tad overrated. Bo would literally kill you.
Да, Bo Nickel это интересный соперник, interesting fight, interesting opponent. This good wrestling. Wrestling now mean no problem. I'm from Dagestan, you know, brother, Russian man.
Honestly, I'm not a big Bo Nickel fan, to be honest with you, but I think Bo would take this dude. What I saw on Saturday, I'm fairly confident that Bo would take this dude.
Nice man, no problem. Wrestling, takedown, no problem. Dangerous damage, elbow, knee. Let's go.
Okay, you know what? Make it. I say make this fight. Actually, they got the beginning of next year. I don't know when the fuck's Bo fighting again. Make it happen. Shara's massively overrated. That 2 fights in a row. You know what I'm saying? 2 fights in a row we saw of this guy. Nothing exciting. That the knockout that he had in the 3rd round, it was a gassed out guy off the couch that was literally a can crusher. Put in there to lose, and he was having trouble with this dude in the first 2 rounds. Bo's fighting in November. Who is he fighting in November? Which can is he going to smash? You know? This guy Shara listen, we still have to see someone worthwhile fight this dude. But yeah, I'd be all over that. Bo Nickel, you know what? Might as well make it happen. I mean, this guy can't fight in the States anyway, so when Bo's done in November, beginning of next year, if he comes out healthy, even if he loses, he could still fight him. Let's see, another unranked dude, but in New York City. Okay, so he'll get that win. Man, yeah, make it happen. Make it happen. All right, who do you guys think would win this, Shara or Bo? And listen, I got to be honest with you, I'm the furthest from a Bo Nickel fan. Like I can't wait to see Bo lose because I think he's obnoxious. But I think he'd beat this dude. McDavid hasn't taken a single shot tonight, man. Yeah. So from what I've seen him being shut down. Still 2-1, 6:34 left. Man, Lord Stanley's Cup's going to be hoisted very, very soon. But But yeah, let me know who you pick. Who would win the fight? Shara, not who you want to win. Who would win? Maybe some people in the chat are very high on this Shara kid. I mean, he's got the bad guy look to him, but man, this guy's very overrated, I think. Shara would lose to Bo in my first round. Yeah, I would think he would lose in the first round as well. Bo easy. Will you wear bunny suit with no behind it? What? Bunny suit with no behind in it? Sure. I got you, baby. Imagine Taz picking his meth tooth off the ground after I bitch slap him. What the fuck? All right. Thank you. Okay. Thank you. Here's Robert Whittaker after he defeated Ikram Aleskarov. This happened on Saturday. We did a fight reaction. If you want to see the whole fight, it wasn't very long. Ellie was my co-host. And by the way, I don't know if Ely is in the chat, but shout out to Ely. She sent us a nice gift for Logan for his first birthday. Used our address down below. Ely, you are a sweetheart of a human being. And I didn't know you were in Florida. I thought you were in New York. But shout out to Ely. What a beautiful young lady, part of the 7%. There's only 7% female audience, and she is phenomenal. Phenomenal person. So at the end of the stream, remind me to open the gift from Ely. She is a complete sweetheart. Shout out to, back in the day, we used to get a lot of gifts for the kids and this and that. And Ely was always consistent with that stuff. So she remembered his first birthday. Very kind. All right, here's Bobby Knuckles talking about the, post his Ikram fight.
But how do you see this whole situation playing out for you? If not for Khamzat fight being cancelled, probably things would play differently. You would have to fight 5 rounds. You could possibly lose.
Listen to this fucking mongoloid on the mic. Just take a listen and watch Whittaker's face. Oh my God. Listen to this. I mean, like, what is happening here?
But how do you see this whole situation playing out for you? If not for Khamzat fight being cancelled, probably things would play differently. You would have to fight 5 rounds. You could possibly lose. Are you
You would possibly lose.
happy how things played out? And now you had a
Look at him. Whittaker just starts laughing. He's like, who brought this guy in here?
really quick victory.
Like who brought this guy in? All right, bro, we get it. We get it. You want to see Khamzat fight. You thought Khamzat was going to smash Whittaker. We get it. Like, what the fuck? Oh, my God. He's like, and he knows, he's like, hey, man, I'm in Saudi Arabia right now. I got to chill. I got to be careful. I can't fucking say something. I can't stick my foot in my mouth.
Mate, if I had wheels, I'd be a bike. Am I right? Like, it is what it is. Yeah, mate. What if I ordered scrambled eggs instead of waffles this morning? I don't know.
Good on Whittaker. That's why I like Whittaker. He's a class act. You know, he could have just went off. Like me, I know how I am. I would have been sarcastic to the point where it would be wrong. He handled this beautifully.
I don't know. I understand Chimaev's a hard fight.
Imagine you say that to Sean Strickland.
But I didn't shirk it. I did not say yes to fighting him. You know what I mean? Yeah. I don't know how to respond properly.
I mean, he handled that as perfect as you could handle something like that. Like, I mean, what was this guy even thinking when he was saying this? So ridiculous. I had a good laugh at that. DDP Duplessis throwing shots at Israel Adesanya. So this is coming, baby. Adesanya versus Duplessis. Crash course. The battle for Africa.
I would love to beat Adesanya and they beat Khamzat Chimaev. That's how I see it in my head.
Now, he says, I'm going to beat Adesanya and then beat Khamzat Chimaev. That is like the weakest shit ever. And I like Duplessis, but that's incredibly weak. We don't even know if Khamzat's ever going to fight again. This guy, he pulled out of 5 main events. He's always getting sick. He hasn't really looked like the unbeatable monster that he was before. And you're going to beat Izzy and then fight Khamzat? Really? Like that's what we're doing? It's very peculiar.
Can I say something? Sorry, I had supper with Israel Adesanya last Saturday in New Zealand.
I'm sorry about that.
He goes, I had supper with Israel Adesanya. Where was it? In New Zealand, last Saturday in New Zealand. And then DDP apologizes. I'm sorry about that.
Adesanya last Saturday in New Zealand.
I'm sorry.
DDP has a lot more to lose than you, remember that? You know, you're right, James Stack. He has. He's a far superior human being than me. Way more to lose. Now, where was Crypto right now? Crypto, did you see what he did there? Did you see what James Stack did there? Now, do you understand the joke? Kind of. I fucking love it.
Mystic fresh out of the barbershop with that crisp mushawk Tuah. Not sure what's going on with the show. Just got here, but I agree. Conor is a cocksucking cokehead. WW.
Yeah, we passed the Conor thing. We had a great segue too. A Conor segue into terrorism segue, and here we are talking about DDP. We hit some other things. We're going full blown UFC combat sports talk. Thank you, Kainotto. Appreciate it. By the way, Jessie did this. She did the Moshawk tonight, and she keeps looking at me all weird. Why she keeps looking at me weird? I'm thinking, I don't know. I don't know. But the Moshawk's here. Got the tail. Got a little rat, the white trash rat tail over here. But you know, I mean, a lot more people have more to lose than me, right? So why not have this haircut? Taz, if I saw you and oh my God, they're going after Taz so much. Thank you guys for the donations. Appreciate the support. So here's the rest of DDP. All right, so he just says he's sorry about that. So Joe Rogan apparently had a fight companion. I had no idea about this. Joe Rogan says Conor McGregor pulling out of UFC 303 was a wise decision. I did hear that, though.
It's exactly what Pereira had when he beat Jamal Hill. He had a broken toe. Look, here's the thing about a broken pinky toe. When you're a guy who kicks as much as Conor, it's a fucking problem.
100%.
And it's also the same foot where his leg was snapped and he went into that fight injured. He's never pulled out of a fight before.
Never.
This is the first one he pulled out of, and I think it's wise because I think if you do have a broken toe and you are going into a fight and you did go into a fight, the last fight injured, what if that fucking toe becomes a real issue? Like, what if he throws a kick and it smashes again and he's in agony and he can't move?
I thought you and I were going to disagree on this. I couldn't agree more. And you got to realize what's on the line for.
So Shab, what's in his mouth? What's in Shab's mouth? Is he dipping?
Conor too.
Yes.
Like
bro, you're on a fucking podcast. What are you doing? Why is your fucking big league bubble gum in your mouth? Does anyone dip in the chat? What the fuck? Why are we dipping? What are we doing here? You want your teeth to rot out of your head? Is it a load? What is this? What's in his mouth? Is that Joe Rogan's load?
Foot where his leg was snapped and he went into that fight injured. He's never pulled out of a fight before.
Never.
This is the first one he pulled out of, and I think it's wise because I think if you do have a broken toe and you are going into a fight and you did go into a fight, the last fight injured, what if that fucking toe becomes a real issue? Like, what if he throws a kick and it smashes again and he's in agony and he can't move?
I thought you and I were going to disagree on this. I couldn't agree more. And you got to realize what's on the line for Conor too.
Yes.
Like, he loses this one, the ride's over. So why risk it?
You got to be able to get the fuck out of the way with Michael Chandler.
You fuck yeah. So you're not going to go in
All
compromise.
right, what do you guys think about that? We did speak about Conor McGregor. I actually agree with this, but hey, I'm the Conor dick rider, so I'm probably not the person you want to hear. So, chat, what do you think? Do you think he made a wise move? If you were in Conor's camp, if you were one of his advisors, manager, whatever, family member, what would you say? Go into the fight or don't go into the fight? Let me know. Actually, that's the only answer I want to know. Yes or no, go into the fight. I don't want to hear any of the other stuff. Like Conor cock riders and this, and I don't want to hear any of that. Would you go in the fight if you had what Conor had, injury-wise, bank account-wise, where you were in your career? Let me know. Wow, 3 minutes left in this game. The cup is about to be hoisted. No one cares, bro. Just move on. Joe said Huck Tuah was jacked. It's all getting old. You're not answering the question. Ooh, not answering the question. Nah, man, I'm a bitch. Yes. That sound bites beyond cringe. Well, get used to it. It's going to be here for a long time. It's going to be here for a long time.
And is there any update on Hamza?
So spit on it, baby.
And is there any update on Hamza and when he's going to fight next? Or
No clue. You know, we'll see what happens, you know. Obviously, maybe we try to move him over to Abu Dhabi and see if he can make that fight.
Okay. Hamzat. I'm not very optimistic about Hamzat, to be honest. As much as I would like to see him fight, I would love to see him do well. I really would. He's one of those guys, too, I like. But I don't know.
I have zero interest in fighting MVP. I had zero interest then. I have zero interest now. I did it.
Now look at what so far we're 45 minutes into this, okay? And we're scrolling through championship rounds, who does a fantastic job on X. They really do. I was doing a little Jedi Goodman for a little while. I was trying to find the Twitter account that just plucks the stuff and I could fucking talk about it. You know, it makes my life easier. So championship rounds does a great job. We'll go over to Jedi a little bit he's such an Ariel dick rider to the point where it's just like everything is Ariel Helwani. It's like I don't want to, do an Ariel Helwani recap show. I want to see what's going on in the world of combat sports, and Championship Rounds does a great job. But what we've shown so far just goes to show you the madness of the UFC right now. Like, we're on a fucking roller coaster ride, and we didn't even get a chance to break down 303, the main event, the rematch, all this stuff. Jiri Prochazka beating Potan, which is going to happen, guaranteed lock. It's just madness. Now, Ian Garry is on the card. He didn't pull out, and he's talking about MVP.
I have zero interest in fighting MVP. I had zero interest then. I have zero interest now. I did it to fight on the same card as Conor. And people give him hype. People give him, he's this, he's done that. He never won a world title at Bellator. And he's had 2 opportunities to do it. And now he's coming to the UFC, which is the greatest organization in fighting. And he thinks he's going to come into this division and do what? Win a world title? He couldn't do it at Bellator, and he thinks he's going to do it here. He's not going to touch me, and he's not going to touch any.
Man, I tell you what, Ian's talking a crazy big game. This dude better win. Yo, he's talking this guy is. I mean, he is winning, so it's working. But damn, the way this guy is talking right now, he's going to eat all these words if he catches an L. By the way, 1:36 left in the third period. All the fans are on their feet. They're in Florida. The Oilers are trying to tie up the game. It's 2-1. If the time expires and the score stays the same, Florida Panthers will win their first ever Stanley Cup. And when the cup gets hoisted, I'm gonna take a break and look at this. I'm not gonna take a break on the show. We're gonna look at it together. So put it on. It's on ABC. Keep it on in the background.
Anyone above me in the rankings. This is the end of his career. I'm 10 years young, 11 years younger than him. I'm faster than him. I'm prettier than him. I'm more technical than him. And in every single which way, I'm going to outclass him. And I'm going to prove that there is levels to this game. I have zero.
I'll tell you what, I don't know who I'm rooting for in this one, to be honest. Ian Garry he's become insufferable. But I like that everyone hates him. I love it. I love the fact that people can't stand him to the point where it drives them nuts. So I do enjoy that very much from Ian. Where Michael Venom Page, we don't really get that. What we get from Michael Venom Page is we get the snake. We get an exciting first round, and then usually a decision. It's very underwhelming. Now, Ian Garry, we've been getting some decisions as of late as well. But the cringe lead-ups are just so funny, to watch people, freak out over, oh, my God, we got a minute left. Oh, boy. But what do you guys think? Who are you rooting for? Who do you think is going to win this fight between Garry and MVP? There are 47 seconds left. Oh, my God. Oh, man. The crowd is... Oh, my God, dude. Edmond can't get anything going. Florida chips it into Edmonton's zone. There's an empty net. Oh, they're trying to ice this game, baby. Florida's in the zone. Here we go. How the fuck did that puck not get in? All right. Edmonton's got a shot. Oh, my God. That empty net is like a force field. There's 21 seconds left. Hold on. I want to hear this call. Hold up. It's 2-1. 11 seconds left. Edmonton is in Florida's zone now. 8 seconds. 6 seconds left. In the Stanley Cup Finals, Game 7. Edmonton came back to tie the series, and Florida's your new champions. Look at that. Wow, what a scene. What a scene. McDavid could not drag the team over the finish line. 2-1 Florida. And the Panthers are about to win the Stanley Cup. So the team that beat the Rangers won the Stanley Cup. So we lost to the Stanley Cup champs. Damn. I was kind of rooting for Edmonton, though. I did want to, once they tied the series up, I was like, damn, man. I was hoping they get it. Wow. Congratulations, Florida. Your team did it. The Florida Panthers. Wow. It's quite the ceremony. If you guys have never seen that before, a Stanley Cup being hoisted, it's literally the greatest sports trophy in team sports out there. Okay, anyway, so that's Ian Garry. Let's move on. Here's Alex Pereira. Here we go. Alex Pereira. Poton. 4 rounds with heavyweight boxer Dempsey McKean. Let's check this out. Heavyweight boxer. I mean, Alex is in a training camp, so I would imagine the heavyweight's not going full speed. Yeah, he's not. Yeah, these guys are light sparring. Pereira's hitting a little harder. Okay. That's great. Didn't we just see this? Hold on.
I've made the walk a few times under similar circumstances, and for what? Okay, if I was in a different part of my career, and as I have done, as I've proven, I made the walk.
Yeah, look at his eyes, bro. His eyes, like, he is... Where in America did you grow up to make you like hockey at all? I was in New York, but I have a lot of family in Michigan that were huge Red Wing fans. My parents, Ranger fans, and my Red Wing fan, Michigan relatives, my aunts and uncles tried to drag me over. We went to a lot of Red Wing games as a kid. They live hockey over there. But I stayed Rangers. I kind of wish I went to the Red Wings. I would have seen a lot more wins. But yeah, I stayed Rangers. Anyway.
Okay, if I was in a different part of my career, and as I have done, as I've proven, I made the walk. I've taken...
His eyes bulging out.
I've taken those chances. And then at times when I probably could have just taken a little postponement, a little build, and give the fans what they deserve. The fans don't deserve to see the fighters walk in there hindered. And then here...
Well, the fans... The fans don't deserve the UFC holding them hostage while they have airfare and in hotel rooms. Oh, my fucking God, dude.
Better after. So, you know, I want to get my training camps correct, and I'm getting them very, very close.
Like, I kind of understand. I understand his logic of pulling out. I do understand that. I don't understand why you're running around making all these fucking excuses. Say, I'm out. Sorry. I apologize to the fans. When I come back, you're going to see a man that's going to get his hand raised, and you'll see why I mean, that's it. Dude, this is so crazy.
Folks, I'm telling you, this was a minor, just a little lapse in concentration where we didn't put on our protective gear.
It just sounds like when you over-explain something, it sounds like you're lying. It sounds like a fat lie. Even if he is telling the truth, it just does not sound legit. It doesn't sound sincere. It sounds like you're over-explaining. It sounds like you're guilty of something. That's what it sounds like.
Here, and the training around the cameras got a little bit elevated, and a little injury happened. It's very, very fixable, and like I said, I'm very close to getting this perfect. And the next time the fans will see me will be 100% Conor McGregor, and I'm excited to show.
Oh my goodness, Conor! How the great have fallen. Merab Dvalishvili competed in some Sambo tournament over the weekend. Let's see this. Are they dressed like, you know, when they get in those big fat suits and they start rolling around? What is this?
You better fight!
He's scared, Merab. Come on.
Go get him, Merab. The machine.
Well, you better fight. You better fight.
Is this recommended? I mean, shouldn't he be getting ready for a fight, a title fight?
Hey! Hey! Where you go?
Sambo's pretty wild. I kind of dig it. I like Sambo. It's so much better than watching those grappling tournaments. You know, those jiu-jitsu tournaments? This is way better, man. At least they're fighting. Look at that. Driving the knees to the ribs. Yeah, Sambo's legit. This guy's holding his own. They do look like Rock'em Sock'em. How are you guys feeling about Merab these days? He's doing all those bits on his social media. It's so cringy. Yeah, check this out. No, I'm not going to show him. Go to his social media. It's like really cringy. Bo Nickel, there he is, linked up with Donald Trump. Rounds of golf. All right, good for you, Bo. Bruce Buffer warming up in Saudi Arabia. Bruce still doing. There's that fancy blazer that he was wearing. Oh, can't play the music. This guy's still doing it, man. Bruce Buffer. What a legend. I got that guy's phone number, guys. But John Jones has more to lose than me in life. But I got Bruce's Buffer's phone number, so fuck you. I got the Buff's phone number. I could text him at any time, guys. And he's in my chat, too. What a man. What a real man. Dana White and Hasbulla?
Hey.
Are we done with this Hasbulla? Like, what the fuck? Why is he even a thing? Dana White on IG with Hasbulla and Umar Nurmagomedov. Dana invites Hasbulla to sit with him and watch Corey versus Umar. Excuse me. Corey Umar is interesting.
How are you?
Good. What's happening? Why is this happening?
What are you doing? Where you guys at right now?
Right now we just come to walk, to see mountains.
I like the way these guys speak. Like, at least they speak English, which is great. But they all speak like they're deaf. You ever notice this? Maybe it's all the cauliflower in their ears. I have no idea. But like, hey, how you guys doing? Right now we got that. It sounds like they just, they're deaf and they're trying to talk.
Like in Dagestan, a lot more like beautiful. I'm gonna show you.
Oh wow, look at that.
Look at this.
That's where all the goats are. Check this out, man. This does look pretty beautiful. Right? That does look beautiful. Look at this. Fucking Dagestan. Look at that.
Look at this.
Look at that shit. That's where these guys are growing up. They're in these fucking mountains, high altitude, living in shacks. They're all deaf. Can't even hear themselves talk because the altitude's so high. Their ears are clogged.
That's beautiful. 3 o'clock here in the afternoon. We're going to the fights tonight here in Saudi, and everything's good.
He said nice to see you. He asked about tickets to my fight.
You guys think Umar's going to beat Corey? Or is Corey going to win? Who's going to win that fight, guys? I'm kind of on the fence. Like, I kind of want Umar to win. I'm kind of over Corey Sandhagen. But who do you think is going to win? I'm not quite sure yet. Umar is quite the hype train. A cauliflower nose would look way cooler. They got nothing but a dream. God bless them. Love the way Moss compares himself to Jones. Oh, my God. Here we go with this guy again. Jones is so out of my league. It's ridiculous, for God's sakes. I mean, it's ridiculous. He came on my show. I didn't come on his show. He came on my show twice. I didn't come on his show. Come on. What the hell's going on here? It's not even close.
Corey and me.
Son, yes, you come and sit with me.
You can come sit on my lap.
Okay, so I'm looking.
And
okay. See you soon.
I think it's so weird. Like, good for Hasbulla. In any other world, people would just be making fun of him. He wouldn't have any money. He'd just be like a novelty that people just shit on. But over there, he's like this superstar, celebrity. It's crazy, man. So you know what? Would you be passed around as a little doll but have all the money in the world? What would you do? What would you do? Or would you rather, I don't know, live a normal life and not be a lap doll? It's a tough decision. Michael Venom Page explains why he wants Kamaru Usman next after the win over Ethan Garry.
You've got the likes of, I think it was Gilbert Burns is number 6, but he just come off a loss. So I think
think about this MVP guy. Like, I kind of like him, but he's kind of boring on the mic.
He's going in the opposite direction where he's going to have to
Like, at least Ian Garry, who is annoying, is kind of more interesting to listen to. Like, I don't sit through a Michael Venom Page interview. Like, I couldn't give a fuck if Michael, like, he doesn't really say anything that makes me interested.
Reestablish himself.
Fun fighter, though. Exciting guy, with his flashy movement, the arms down, bouncing in and out. And then after the first or second round, you're kind of like, okay, this is getting boring.
Lena and Shavkat, them guys are going to probably face off.
Huh? Oh, I gotta get a towel. Hold on. Listen to MVP.
You got Leon Edwards and Leon Edwards and Bilal Muhammad. They're fighting. Usman's just chilling there. So I'm saying he's ranked number 1 as well. Obviously, massive respect to him for what he's done in his career, what he's still doing in his career. But he's just sat at the top. And I'm like, well, where would I go next? It feels like other people are already kind of partnered off. Unless, for whatever reason, injuries, blah, 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 I get the title fight next after this fight, then it's likely that I'm going to have to fight one more time. So
all right, did I miss anything good?
I think it makes the most sense.
All right, so can someone... Oh, that's Izzy's brother? This poor guy. You got Israel Adesanya, who is, the former middleweight champion, still superstar in the UFC. And then you got this poor guy. This is it's like the Manning brother that couldn't really get anything done. He's not quite the football player. He's just like that retarded brother that they just drag along because they feel bad for him. What's his name? Oh, Beast Adesanya, is that his name? Uh-oh, the Chama coming in. He means business. Chama.
Big stone face with an invisible bow and arrow.
Wow. Big Chama. Shout out to
What's
the
your
Kush.
favorite KO of the weekend?
Oh, my favorite KO of the weekend. I mean, I guess it's easy for me to say the Rob one, right? I have to say the Rob one. Hold on, let me look back at the card and refresh my memory. I want to say the Rob one because I think he deserved that so much, and it's been forever since he's knocked someone out. I did like the Ozdemir because I picked that one on the head. Very predictable. So, as much as I enjoyed it, it was depressing for Johnny Walker. This fight was terrible. Yeah, the KO one, the Rob is probably the one. There was another one on this card, right? Oh, no, yeah, it has to be the Rob one, for sure. By the way, talking about laying an egg, Pavlovich looked horrible. Volkov had a great game plan, but my God, did Pavlovich look horrible. Hey, Chris, thank you so much. Thank you to everyone that dropped donations tonight. Come on, let's go. Let's go. So, Saudi Arabia was all right. I said, like a 6.2 out of 10? It was okay. If Khamzat was on it, it would have had a lot more juice going into that main event. It kind of fell flat. The co-main event, we just had us bored out of our mind. The Kelvin Gastelum fight was just a joke. Kelvin bullied him with the weight and won a unanimous decision that was kind of lackluster. This Shara kid fought a dude that came in short notice, complete can crusher. I know big scary Brazilian guy, but that Brazilian guy gave Shara problems, and Shara finished him in the third because Tricoli was exhausted. Let's be honest. If he wasn't exhausted, Cyclops wouldn't have beat him. The Ozdemir fight was the easiest prediction because Johnny Walker's a complete can. Jared Gordon got screwed once again. Let's see. Let's see. The Lima upset was interesting. He got the submission in the 3rd round, which was very impressive because he was losing 2 of those rounds. So well deserved of the performance of the night. Let's see. Renat got the win. I mean, I think this decision could have went either way. You got Gafurov over Kang. What else here? Yeah, another decision here. And then you had an upset to open the card with this kid, Lee, Chang-Ho Lee. I think he's from Iridium, who did actually a really good way to open the card. This was actually a fun decision that went down between the two. And this was like the road to the UFC finale. So there was some okay stuff on here, but it was very lackluster. At least it left on a high note with the Rob win. He looked like he really wanted to get it done like that. So, all right. Yeah, the Asia fight was pretty cool. It was. The card was okay. It was okay. It did not live up to the expectations of first time in Saudi Arabia. And then you had that Sheik guy. Let's see if they have any videos of the Sheik guy. I do have to play something from that dude because that dude is creepy as fuck. Here, let's play a couple more of these clips, and then I'm going to look into that. But anyway, yeah, so Michael Venom, Paige, blah. Here's Paige Van Zandt getting ready. So this Friday, we're going to be fuking off. We're going to be doing a preview to UFC 303. We have to react to this. We have to. Paige Van Zandt in Power Slap. I want to see her get slapped. She's failed in bare knuckle. She failed in the UFC. She failed in boxing. She just got dropped by a porn star in boxing. And now she's going over to Power Slap. It's like she is so glutton for punishment that we have to react to this Power Slap. That's free on Rumble anyway, so we have to react to this. Maybe we'll see what King Ryan's doing. Maybe if he wants to stop by and watch Paige. But here she is getting ready for Power Slap.
None of these bitches stand a chance, man. Fuck all these bitches.
Okay. So here she goes. Get ready, Paige. From that slap, she's getting knocked the fuck out. Why does she like to get beat up? I don't know. It's like she's glutton for punishment. And when she announced this on her podcast, and I saw the clip of her and her husband talking about it, her husband's like, why? Why are you doing this? Like, what is... All right, if this is what you want to do, but he's just basically like, why are you doing this? I'm watching Florida in the background hoist the cup. They're just having a blast. Lord Stanley's Cup. What a ceremony. All right, Hamzat Chimaev's team says he can fight UFC 308 in Abu Dhabi on October 26th. I mean, that would be nice. Everything will depend on his condition. So, okay, hopefully. Jiri Prochazka sparring with new gloves. Okay, so Jiri.
I'm coming.
He's got the new gloves on. Let's see what's going on here with Jiri Prochazka. This is the guy that's going to beat Alex Pereira. You heard it here first, guys. I'm telling you. Spoiler alert. Look at that. Look at the movements. The new gloves are really going to give him an edge. Wait until the autism kicks in, guys. There it is. There it is. See? Once that autism kicks in, he's unstoppable. Watch him. Watch him. I'm actually really looking forward to this rematch. Very much so. Alex has Jiri has a huge opportunity here. Is he wearing a Chama shirt? It looks like he's wearing a Chama shirt. Does that say Chama on the back? Wait, why does Jiri have a shirt that says Chama? Oh, Champ. It says Champ. I thought it said Chama. I'm like, whoa, bro. You put on the wrong shirt. Oh, this guy's got this, guys. Alex is a dead man walking. Tune in Saturday. You're going to watch a big smile on my face. Nothing, like I've said a million times before, nothing against Alex Pereira. I'm a fan of Alex Pereira. If he wins, fair play. It's just the fans I find ridiculous. So I can't wait to watch Jiri get back into the wins. Actually, he's already in the win column. He's about to go 2 in a row, get his belt back. Severe autistic movement is going to get it is the key. Look at him go. Blazing fast. Oh, yeah, baby. Come on, Jiri. Who's with me? I know I'm in the minority, but who's with me? I tell you what, I've been on fire in my main event picks lately. Just saying. Lately, I've been on fire. I mean, I've been crazy good. Crazy good. Super mystical. So Ian Garry on Ariel. People criticizing Conor McGregor for his withdrawal. Did we just listen to this?
What's your response to all those people who are getting their shots now?
Go fuck themselves. It's not your life. Who are we to say that Conor should do something?
Did he spit on his dick first? Before he did this?
If he broke his toe, which is what he said he's done, who the fuck are we to tell him to fight? By the way, can we just say this man's broken every record in the game, holds every pay-per-view record, first two-time world champion, arguably the greatest to ever do it from a point of view of bringing in audience to the sport, but not only bringing in an audience, engaging the entire world and knowing his name, putting on the biggest shows, the media tours, anything Conor does is 100 times bigger than anything anyone else in the UFC can do. He's that superstar. He's a megastar. He's transcended the game of MMA. If he's had to pull out, there is no one else on the planet more upset than him.
What's your response?
Okay. Amazing. Here's Brian Ortega. Let's see. He tapes his mouth shut while training to keep himself mellow. What the fuck?
I'm getting a good workout in, sweating, putting tape on the mouth. That way I don't get too excited.
Okay, I'm convinced he's retarded. There's no doubt about it. It's confirmed. There is something wrong with Brian Ortega. There has been something that happened to this dude. What was this embedded? Oh, it was embedded. There was something wrong with him.
The tape on the mouth keeps me mellow.
Yeah. Listen, you got to be a special person to be like a really good fighter. He is completely ever since the Tracy Cortez thing, he's kind of lost his shit, but he bounced back in that last win. He's still an exciting fighter. I don't care how crazy he is. Okay, I can't play that. Look at him squatting with tape on his mouth.
Chilling. Started wandering around the hotel, ran into Hunter and Dana. Hunter said I look good. I said thank you.
Look at him. He's
that was a compliment.
That's what he put on Tracy Cortez's mouth.
Should have known better. Next day I got a phone call saying don't want to fight. Now we're here.
He's got God now, guys. He's unstoppable. He's an unstoppable being. What's this? Michael Venom Page reacts to Ian Garry's IG video.
Okay, I'll use him as an example.
Everything that he does is irritating.
Yeah. So everything he does is irritating. He's not wrong.
I can see why people don't like him. I don't think it's really his personality. Right. But yeah, that's what he decided to go with. It don't bother me because at the end of the day, when I knock you out, it doesn't mean anything.
When was the last time? So MVP, let's just look at this real quick. Let's take a peek. Okay, so MMAHoles.tv is the website. Make sure you get your picks in. MMAHoles.tv. Yeah, baby. Let's go. Okay. Once you're on over, a member of MMAHoles.tv, it's completely free. You can get your predictions in. This is the weekend. You want to get some big predictions in. Jump in on Goat Milk. Get them in. Join now. Michael Venom Page. Let's look at his statisticals. Boring decision. I agree. So Michael Venom Page's last knockout was March 11, 2023. Then before that, split decision win, split decision, TKO, doctor stoppage, decision, and knocked out a bunch of cans. Got knocked out by Lima. So in his last 6 fights, he's got 2 knockouts. And 1 is a doctor stoppage. Everything else decisions. And Ian Garry, we go over to Ian Garry. Ian Machado, Garry. Ian Machado, Garry. He has knocked out Daniel Rodriguez, who just fought. Kelvin Gastelum couldn't do it. And Song Kenan, knockout there, third round. So in his last, let's see, his last 6. All right. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So in his last 6, he has 2 knockouts and 4 decisions. Virtually identical. His last knockout, though, was May 13th of 2023. MVP, May 11th of 23. Wow. May 11th of 2023, Michael Venom Page got a knockout win. May 13th of 2023, literally 2 days apart, was the last time that Ian Garry and Michael Venom Page got a knockout win. Oh, that's weird. It's almost to the day. That's kind of crazy. It will be a decision, right? I think we're all in agreement. It sounds like a decision to you. Sounds like a decision to me. Ariel Helwani hints Ilya Topuria versus Max Holloway being targeted for UFC event in Utah later this year. That's the fight to make. That's the fight to make, right? Holloway Topuria is the fight to make, and Max will get his belt back.
No, but between
maybe 2 if we get Spain.
Yeah, they ain't doing that. That's going to be a great title fight in Utah later this year. How lucky is Utah getting PFL on Friday?
No, it's kind of crazy. PFL. Utah has become like a combat sports place. My cousin, actually, the gentleman who put together MMA-Holes.tv, is in Utah. And I never would have thought that Utah would be a combat sports place, but the UFC keeps going back. So it's there, man. UFC likes to visit. Hell yeah. I got to go to a Utah event.
Friday and then Topuria and Max. Yeah.
Okay. Roy Jones, this is horrible. Someone sent this to us. Was it J. Michael? Right? Roy Jones' son died. Horrific. Very horrific. So prayers to the family if you pray, and thoughts to the family, whatever. That's a terrible thing. Cyril Gahn says he's training. Did he go on, what is this, Hot Ones? Cyril Gahn says he's training hard at the moment. He really wants a fight in the UFC Paris in September. In September? When was the last time this dude fought? September? The hell?
Il fait quoi, Cyril Gahn, en ce moment?
Cyril Gahn, en ce moment, il s'entraîne parce qu'il a...
Okay. Who cares? Here's the Yoel Romero story of bare knuckle. So if you're just jumping in, Yoel Romero is probably going to BKFC, which is interesting. I mean, listen, the guy's best days are behind him, but BKFC would be a little interesting. Okay. Alexander Volkanovski says he's offered to step in and headline UFC 303.
303 this weekend. A lot happened with this card. Obviously, Conor McGregor was meant to be on it. I did put my hand up. I said, you need a guy. I got told. Obviously, we all heard the whispers like you did.
If anyone needs someone to get knocked out, I am available.
Heard whispers that.
I am ready to go. If anyone needs someone to get knocked out cold, I'm your man.
They're looking for someone to maybe replace him.
Oh, you need Michael Chandler to knock someone out? I'm here for you. If Conor McGregor's toe gets any better, I'll let him knock me out as well.
It's like, hey, if you need someone, you know a guy. So I did put my hand up. Obviously, seen that. Some people put that up, so it got out there. Some people think
I like money. All right. If you want to knock me out, you can knock me out anytime, any day. I'll be there.
Mad, but hey, I'm back into training now and excited to get back in there. So that's all it takes, just a little thing like that. And I put my hand up. But it wasn't me. I didn't get the call back. The UFC were like, nah. They were sitting there going, you're a savage, but we'll let you know if we need you type thing. But I think they knew that I said earlier in the year, and they said, look, let's just have a bit of a break. So they were obviously respecting that. So,
hey, you know who's rooting for Max Holloway? This guy. This guy wants Max so he could fight Max Holloway for the 17th time because he's Max's daddy, or maybe not anymore.
On him for that, even though I kept reminding them every day. I'm like, I'm being serious. Let me know. But yeah, they were sticking to their guns, obviously. I guess thinking they're looking after me. So
all right. Here's Volk. So shout out to Championship Rounds, man. Shout out to Championship Rounds. They do a great job. Make my life so much easier. All right, so Jedi over here on X, he likes to clip a lot of the Ariel shit. What's this? So power slap is Friday with Paige. All right, here's Jiri.
I'm coming.
Let's see. Let's hear Jiri. This is Blind Beauty's guy. My guy too. I like Jiri a lot. I'm a fan.
And you were preparing for August 17th, right? That was the plan. You fighting in Perth against Alex.
Yes, that was in the plan. The first negotiation was about the.
So Izzy versus DDP on the same card as Pereira versus. Oh man, yo, Conor fucked that up. He really fucked up a really good card. Damn, man. Izzy, DDP, and Pereira versus Prohaska, and God forbid anyone fell out. There could be like a mixed match in some sort of way or whatever. Although, I mean, it's 2 different weight classes, but still, I don't know. You can go up, rematches and shit. That would have been fun, those 2 fights on the same card.
October, Abu Dhabi. Then the August, Australia. And then came the here, Vegas.
And you were preparing.
Okay. Yeah, that sucks, man. That does suck. Kind of ruined it. What? Why is he winking at him? Why is he? It's creepy. Okay.
By the way, the when you guys were being announced by Bruce Buffer in the cage, the shot of you two looking at each other, iconic because you're so stoic, you're so focused. Can you tell us what, if anything, is going through your mind in that moment when you're looking at him before the fight?
There is nothing to think about. There is nothing to think about. There is a pure self-confidence, because the self-confidence is everything. And
yeah,
calm, pure instinct of hunting. Yeah, and the mind. You
know, Jiri Prohaska, he actually bit off his own umbilical cord. Did you know that? When his mom spit him out of the vag, he actually chewed off his own umbilical cord. The doctor was going to give him his samurai sword, but he decided to do it with his teeth instead.
He just like processor of strategy behind, which is working still in working. But the main thing is the present moment.
Yes.
I
got to interview this guy. I think I would have a great interview with Prohaska. I'm like, what are you saying? Yeah. Repeat that. All right. So he was on Ariel. That sounded like, how long was he on for? All right. We don't need any more Ian Garry, right? Anything else happen? Let's see. Anything else? His page. We showed that. Yeah. I wanted to show this Sheik Ali, whatever the hell his guy's name, with Dana White. It was so uncomfortable. Here we go. All right, so Turkish Ala Sheik, that guy. Dude, I fucking love this dude. So this is the guy that's saving boxing. And you know, he reminds me of what was that movie, like Richard Pryor and the toy? Like where he was like this big toy. Like this guy. Or you know, he reminds me of the movie The Interview with Kim Jong-un. Like he reminds me of like when Kim Jong-un just wants to play with things. Like this guy has so much money, and the world is literally his sandbox. Like it's just a toy box for him to just frolic around in. Like people from the UFC come over, and he's like, I just want to play with you guys. Like I want to play with the toys.
And absolutely privileged to be joined by His Excellency Turki Ala Sheik and, of course, UFC CEO Dana White. Dana, I'll start with you.
Yeah, it was amazing. Obviously, our first time in the kingdom and my first time here, and it was a great.
Now look how this dude's looking at Dana, like how he's leaning in. He's just waiting to cut off Dana. Like, look, he's just looking in there. He's waiting. He can't wait to just lean in and just cut him off and show who is boss. Right? He's a very pushy individual. And then I guess if you had all that money, you'd be doing that as well.
Great experience, so we're looking forward to
maybe not
the next one.
The hospitality here is otherworldly. We were so privileged to be here. What are your thoughts in terms of now taking mixed martial arts in Saudi Arabia to the next level?
I am, first of all, I thank Dana. I am shocked. I know the UFC here have a lot of fans, But you see now, it's changing my mind now. I don't think there is a lot of fans like this.
Very Ringo Starr-esque look, yeah.
12,000 until 1 p.m. 1
Wait, what did you say? How many?
Mine now. I don't think there is a lot of fans like this. 12,000 until 1 p.m.
12,000. Okay, I was wondering how many people sat in there. So 12,000 people. Not massive, but still 12,000 people. And 1 a.m. it went to.
1 a.m. and now I am asking Dana to the next card. We want to make it 30,000 here.
Wow.
We are waiting.
30,000 for the next card. Dana's got a grin on his face.
And we want women also.
They want women too. And he looks at Dana. He's like, see, we don't hate women here. They want women on the card. And you know what? I mean, in order for them to use the bathroom, it's probably take some time, right? Right? They got a lot of layers. So how are you going to use the restroom if there's all men fighting?
In the next fight.
So the UFC live event has never been a hotter commodity.
Takes longer for them to use the restroom.
How soon do you think we could get another live event back here in Saudi Arabia?
We'll be back next year. We'll be back next year.
In the first quarter. We'll talk.
Yes.
See, like, so Dana says we're going to be back next year. And he's like, whoa, first quarter, bro. First quarter. Yeah, next year, but like right around the block. We're there.
We'll be back next year. We'll be back next year.
In the first quarter. We'll talk.
Yes. First quarter next year.
Yeah.
All right, so you know we're going to do it big next year. Hopefully 30,000.
He says 30,000 the first quarter of next year. Kick it off next year, 30,000 people, Saudi Arabia.
Big one. He brought
now this guy's got so much fucking money that like you just gotta have to listen to him and say, okay, we're gonna have to put this together.
Promised me to have a big card. Let's see. I am coming to Vegas in the 14th of now we are focusing.
Oh, he could definitely buy the UFC. There is not even a doubt. This dude is talking about buying every league in boxing, whatever the hell you want to call it, right? Every organization in boxing and smashing all of boxing together to make it like the UFC. That's what this guy wants to do. And he could probably buy the UFC as well and just have it one big product. Like he could literally just shell out the money and buy it all.
A real season relationship with Dana and UFC. We have a big card in Vegas in the 14th of September in the Sphere. The first time there, we'll be together.
So he's going to the Sphere event. When did he say October? I thought it was September.
UFC, we have a big card in Vegas in the 14th of September. In
September, okay.
Sphere, the first time there, we'll be together, and I am waiting.
Dana, we know nobody blows it out like you the next...
Yeah, I'm watching. Was it the GM of the Panthers in the background just crying like a baby? Oh, this guy's very emotional. I saw him throwing a water bottle around when they were losing. Now they won the cup, and he is literally bawling into his family's arms. Wow, man. Damn, this guy's super emotional. I'm sorry. Got a little sidetracked.
Yes. Dana and UFC, we have a big card in Vegas in the 14th of September in the Sphere. The first time there, we'll be together, and I am waiting.
Dana, we know nobody blows it out like you the next time we come here. Maybe power slap on the eve. What can we expect as we come back here next year?
Yeah, we'll be doing an event here, obviously UFC and power slap.
Power slap.
And he goes, 2 power slap. This dude's like, nah, we're coming back next year. Early next year, we're doing power slap. 2 power slaps. Like, yo, Dana, you're in my backyard, bro.
Power slaps next year in the kingdom. That's right.
Any final thoughts from you, sir,
My
after
God.
this live event went so successfully here tonight?
I want to have a meeting with him and the director, Zack Snyder. He's a friend. We want to talk about doing big movie about the UFC.
He wants to do a big movie with Zack Snyder. And Dana White's like looking at him like, all right, yeah. Zack Snyder, the man who destroyed the DC universe, right?
Like a Cinderella Man, something like this. I will try to convince
Dana's like, this
Zack
is news
Snyder.
to me.
He liked the idea and convince also Dana.
Dude, this guy don't give a fuck. He's like a giant 12-year-old with a lot of money. God, this guy's hilarious, man. Whatever the hell this guy came from, he's fantastic. So he's saving boxing, and now he's going to save the UFC as well. He's going to save all combat sports. So let me know what you think about Turkey Alash. how you say his name? Sheik? Al-Sheik? Do you like this guy? Do you don't like this guy? What do you think of this dude? Points are from time spent in the chat, hanging around. And then the thing that doesn't make any sense is like moderators can give people points. I don't know what the fuck it means, but I can look up how long you've been in the chat. Boxing reminds me of the Civil War reenact. What? It's money. He came from money, Mas. Yes. It's so funny, right? So yeah, he just came up from so much money that he just never grew up. Now he's a grown man, and he just runs around thinking he just can buy everything. It's so great. It's like a cheesy 80s movie, you know? Or like, you ever see those like body swap movies? Like, there's literally a 12-year-old running around with this, I don't know, 30 to 40-year-old man inside the 12-year-old, you know? Actually, that didn't sound very good, but you know what I'm saying. You know, the body swap, forget it. Let's move on. Anyway, asked about the last 2 weeks. Let's see. Dana White asked about the last 2 weeks and if he is open to creating a date in August or September for Conor McGregor. Oh,
yeah, it's been crazy, but it's always crazy. If it's not these kind of things, it's a lot of other things. It's the business that we're in.
Obviously, Conor McGregor is out with injury. He was.
I need to find me one of them with Blind Beauty. Like, where, like, what would you sacrifice? Like, if someone came into your life that had just an abnormal amount of money, like, what would you give up? Like, would you want to be with a guy that's like 12 years old, like that act like that? Would that be cool? I mean, maybe it would. I don't know. Eventually, you're going to get sick of them anyway, right? So at least if they're rich, you get a lot of cool stuff. All right, anyway.
He did some interviews today where he said, you know, he's going to stay focused. He's going to try and get back as soon as he can.
Who said that?
Conor did.
Yeah, okay.
He would like a date in around September or August. Would you be open to
so
creating
low.
a date for him, or does he have to fit into the schedule?
I don't know right now. Yeah, you know, our schedule's laid out, so we'll see. I'm not doing.
All right, so he's not doing anything until McGregor. All right, I get it. It's like annoying.
Well, you know, I don't. We have a deal right now for fight nights, so.
Okay. All right. So Dana. All right. So the deal with Saudi Arabia. So you're not doing no 30,000 seat thing for a fight night. How are you going to pull that off? A 30,000 seat event. I mean, unless people are just going to show up for it, a 30,000 seat event for a fight night, unless you got some crazy superstar on that card. So Dana pretty much gave the answer to that. So that 30,000 thing might be a little bit extreme.
You know, I said this would happen. I said that you're going to start to see people crossing over into Power Slap, and yeah, Paige is the first that, you know, that everybody knows. And
I can't wait to see Paige get knocked out. I got to be honest with you, it's a brilliant move by the UFC because who wants to see Paige win? I don't think anyone wants to see her win. It'd just be hilarious watching her get knocked out, or just getting slapped in the face in general. It's just so funny. She already twitches, so it'd just be funny watching her twitch there as the hand approaches her face, and she's like, and her the Tourette's kicks in, and then she's just fucking out cold on the floor. Oh, I can't wait for Friday. It's the most excited I've been about Power Slap. All right, so we saw the Conor shit here. We saw that. Let's see. All righty. Let's see. The Mega Power 2024. So I wonder, like, what do the boxing fans think about this? Are boxing fans like, look, they're holding hands. Yo, look at this shit. Look at these guys. Like, this dude's, he's dragging. Look, they're holding hands. They're like dating. They're going steady. Look at this. Look at this. Look at it. Oh my God, dude. What the fuck? What is happening? Hold on. Why are they holding hands? Oh, hold on a sec. Oh my God. What is happening here? You gotta hold his hand. Bro, he definitely sucked his dick after that. There's not a doubt. Dana, 100%. He looks like so uncomfortable. And he's look at this dude. Yo, this is something out of like The Interview. This looks like that. How many people saw the movie The Interview with Seth Rogen, James Franco, and the whole Kim Jong-un thing? That's what this feels like right now. This feels like it's out of a fucking movie. And there's nothing you can do. This guy he's got all the money in the world. Dude is holding his head. Oh my God, it's so funny, man. This is great. He's like, Dana went in for a simple handshake. And he's like, nope, we're going to go for a stroll now. And Dana's like, I don't know what to do. Yeah, it's like a Sausage Baron Cohen movie where he's just trolling Dana White. That would be funny if this guy's not really rich. Like he's just a comedian, just fucking with people from the States. Oh, God, this is great. Hey, this is what money will do to you. There's really nothing you could do, man. You know, you're in the other country. You just got to follow the rules. Look at him. Please, hold my hand, please. We take a walk. Dana just goes in for a simple handshake. Deal. Nope. I want more. I want that too. It's like when you go to a rub and tug and you're like, no. I don't want that. I want that too. Oh my God, dude. All right, let's open this present and get the fuck out of here. Let's do that. I don't think there's anything else. I think we've covered everything. Wednesday we'll be back live talking more 303. We'll dive into the matchups, break down the fights, make some real stupid, jokes, more stupid jokes. If you like that stuff, subscribe. If you don't, go fuck yourself. So this is from lovely Ely. Thank you, Ely. I don't know if Ely's in the chat. I just saw this in the mailbox. If you guys ever want to, wow, she spent $18 just on shipping for this. Thank you. And if anyone sees Ely around, you see her floating around the chat, say, Ely, thank you very much. It's very kind of her. She's such a sweetheart. All right. If you guys ever want to send us anything, we do have an address down below. And you could send us whatever. We'll open it on air like we've been doing for 8 years. Let's see what's in here. That's expensive, right? $18? That's nuts. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. All right, so this is for little Logan. All right, let's see what we got here. Very thoughtful. When we moved from, it was weird. I kind of like, when we moved from New York to Arizona, Ely made an awesome montage, like a recap video of the actual trip. Complete sweetheart. She kind of hides in the shadows, in the bushes, and then she pops up here and there. Her and Sausage were great. Anytime there was any sort of like family thing that happened or anything with my kids, they were both very giving people, and caring people. So I do have a special place in my heart for Ely. Okay, here we go. Let's see. What are we giving to Logan here? Let's see. Okay. She's the best. So she gave a book. I'm a Loganosaurus. Look at that. Loganosaurus. So she did this earlier where she had like a customized book made with love. Dear Logan, have a wonderful... So it's like one of those customized books. Oh, man, this is really cool. So I'm not going to give this to him now because he will literally rip the pages out. He's 1 year old and he's on that stage where he just wants to shred things apart. But I will keep this with all the books, and when he gets to like around Ellie's age, I can read this to Ellie. But this is really cute. Hey, shout out to Ely, baby. Let's go. Champion. I'm going to show this to Jess. Just going to get a kick out of this as well. Very nice. Very nice. Okay, guys. That was a little wholesome moment. Thank you so much. All right, guys. Listen, we got to get out of here. Thank you to everyone for stopping by. If you have any comments that you'd like to add and we missed in the live chat, the comment section is where you can drop those. You guys have been actually commenting more over there. I'm like, what is this? I also saw Joe Mama. Joe Mama, thank you for missing that other show, or maybe you got them both on at the same time. That's fine. You want me to show the hours? Let's see. Now it's accumulated. So it's overall, but I'll show those hours. Let's do this. I'm actually pretty excited about the pay-per-view just because of the main event alone. I'm pretty excited this weekend for 303. What's your excitement level for 303? Let me know in the chat. Okay, let's do this. Streamlabs. But yeah, Joe Mama was saying about the uploads. Maybe we'll get back to uploads at some time. I don't know. I'm not feeling it. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see when I'll get back to uploads. I like doing live streams. It's just more fun. You come to Saudi in the first quarter. How many often they shred books? Oh my God, my kids Well, my son, he just, everything is just, it's crash course now. It's like, just ripping everything apart. I feel bad for Jiri for losing. Well, he'll win this weekend, so everything you won't feel bad after this weekend. Life imitates thumbnail. That's right. Yo, this thumbnails. It's pretty much accurate to what the hell's going on right now in the world of the UFC. It's pretty accurate. Just complete madness. Okay. So let's go on over to this. Okay. We're going to loyalty. All right. Let's see what we got over here. So we're going to sort up hours. So Freedom Guy looks like in first place over here, racking up the hours. So this started like 3 streams ago, I think. We started tallying this. So this is an accumulation of all streams. But if you want to know the status of how long people have been hanging in our chat, I'm not going by points because that's all over the place. I don't know what the fuck that is. But I'm going by hours here. In 8.83 hours, Freedom Guy has been in the lead. And Joe Mama right behind him, putting in hours. Now, if you wanna bump this shit up, I don't know, watch the replay in the background, hack it. I don't know if that works, but try it out. Put the stream up in the background, let it play out, get that watch time up. I don't know, and you can get some, extra hours here. But who knows? Maybe if maybe what we'll do is starting next year, we'll reset at the beginning of the year and we'll see who has the most hours throughout the entire year. And who knows? Maybe we'll do a belt for this as well, the hours belt. I don't hate it. Maybe we'll have a goat milk belt. We'll have an hours belt. We'll have the Fuke Off Friday belts. We'll see. But yeah, so far, Freedom Guy is in the lead with 8.83 hours. Joe Mama, 7.75, right behind him. Sober Carl right there, 650. Yeah, the Knitter there, Wiznatchafi, Jeffrey James, Sinosi, Tropic Tom. So shout out to the people that hang with us for all these hours as we're live on the MMA-Holes. A round of applause for you guys. Let's go. You guys putting in the hours. Listen, I tell you, man, the fact that you choose to spend your time with us means a lot, and it doesn't go unrecognized. I appreciate you guys. Seriously. All right, hit the like button, and we will be back on Wednesday. There's a second channel called Gummy Gang, so if we ever pop up on an off night, it's at Gummy Gang over there. If you want to member up, hit the join button, and don't be an a-hole. Be an MMA hole. Good night.
Gather round, folks, Mystic Moss is here. MMA-Holes King is a gambling site's biggest fear. Predicting fights with a wicked grin. He's the guy who knows who's gonna win. Hey, look at that beautiful beard. It's time for some picks. Mystic Moss picks. Hey, put the mayo down. Mystic Moss is not messing around. He's edgy, sharp, a bit insane. Mystic Moss, predicting like cocaine. I don't know what that means. It's time for some picks. Mystic Moss picks. Mystic Moss picks. Crystal ball, dragon by his side. Mystic Moss is your UFC guy, making calls with a devilish glee. Mystic Moss is about to predict for free. It's time for some picks. Mystic Moss picks. Crystal ball, dragon by his side. Mystic Moss is your UFC guy, making calls with a devilish glee. Mystic Moss is about to predict for free. It's time for some picks. Mystic Moss picks. Tune in now, it's time to get lit. Mystic Moss, he's the fucking shit. MMA-Holes, bringing the heat. Mystic Moss about to beat that pussy meat. Mystic Mouse about to beat that pussy meat.